Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a long while since we were last here. Took about a 6-month hiatus from the Draft League community slash game itself. Wasn't really enjoying it at the time, and I had a lot of other things going on as well. So I thought it was best to take that little bit of a break, but got that itch again to do a YouTube Draft League because I was just, I don't know, sitting around watching other people do it, and it reminded me how fun this game can be. Now, whether this game is always fun, that's just not true. You know that meme where it's that girl when she's in school and she's just drawing something, she's happy, and then the other side is just her again, but she's crying? That's me kind of like thinking about playing Pokemon and then actually playing Pokemon. That's how it makes me feel, but we're going to give it another crack, and we'll see how it goes, right? We do have a little bit of a twist this time. As you can see, my face. I'm going to try to do face cam, just because I find it a lot more enjoyable watching people when they do face cam. And I was kind of getting bored of the way that, you know, just doing the standard videos and, you know, that whole discussion that happened in the community of how to make the Draft League YouTube scene more entertaining to watch and all those things, and is it dying, is it not dying? I have my own opinion on that, and I think a lot of things that were said don't exactly make sense, but I also think that not everybody is in it to grow, to be big, to be the next big thing on YouTube. So ultimately, I think people should just do whatever they think is fun for them, whether that be doing post-com, doing live comms, explaining the plays, trying to be funny, just whatever floats your boat. For me, I'm going to try to do face cam, just because, like I said, I found it more enjoyable to watch, and I also wanted to spice up my own content a little bit, and that way you guys can see my face anyways. It is the first time I'm ever doing face cam for anything, so I'm going to be all over the place. I've got me on this monitor. I am looking at here. I'm looking at all the information on the screen, so I'm not looking at the camera. The whole lighting situation may not be ideal, so it's just going to be a learning experience. If you guys do have any feedback, obviously I'd appreciate it, especially of those who do use Facecam already and have been using it for a while, just to see if they can give me any tips. I don't know, but yeah, I'm back. I guess that's the TLDR of everything. I'm back. We're going to give it another crack, and we're here with the INT draft analysis. The INT is a league that is run by Cahoots, and has a lot of cool people in it. We had a live draft, which is super fun. It's been a long time since I did a live draft, and it just reminded me of the good old days when all the drafts were live drafts, at least for me, and we just sit and call it for hours and just, you know, make fun of each other. So, it's going to be a really fun experience. Thank you to Cahoots, obviously, for inviting me. I think Trexo had to drop out, and I took his place, so thank you, Trexo, I guess, or I'm sorry to the other coaches that Trexo dropped, because I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. We have people like Q in here, JV, other people like CB Marcus and Hayes and Mario B, and a lot of cool people, so I'm excited to do it. And we're going to bring you here the draft analysis. Obviously, we're not going to do draft analysis like we used to do, where I'm not going to go through each pick and tell you why I picked what I picked. The big reason for that actually is because this was a live draft, I didn't do a lot of planning, because I didn't think there was much of a point. Because if you're doing a live draft and you get sniped, to be like you
that you do.
What I meant to say was, doing a live draft, if you get sniped, you have to like do the entire plan again, but you only have 2 minutes to pick. So I think that just causes more stress. Instead, I just kind of went with the flow. There was a grace period, like an unlimited grace period after the draft happened for 24 hours. So I just picked whatever I thought fit well on the team, and then I did a bunch of transactions in the grace period. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I drafted, but I'll just show you the full team. You can probably see the full team already. I don't know if I'm going to do full face cam for the intro. I don't know anything, guys. I am absolutely lost here, but it's going to be a learning experience. We'll learn as we go on. So if you haven't been able to see the team, then oof, here's the team somewhere on the screen. And it's a team, first of all, with a bunch of mons I have never used, so I'm excited for that part of it. Stuff like Incineroar, Thundurus I haven't used in a long while, Primarine I only used for a little bit, Kyurem I only used for a little bit, Nidoqueen and Rillaboom I have a little bit more experience with, same thing with Bronzong, but stuff like Hitmonlee I just haven't all that much. So my main thing coming into the draft was I wanted to build around Kyurem, Rillaboom, because I think those are two mons that, first of all, go pretty well together, offensively speaking. And second, I just think they're going to be fun mons to build with. Something I wanted to ensure to have on a team with Rillaboom was an electric type. I usually don't value electric types at all in the Draft League format. I think they are by far the most overhyped typing in Draft League format, but I wanted one specifically because Rillaboom obviously brings in those bulky flying types, and if Thundurus can switch in and then put on pressure, I think we'll be in a good position on that front. Thundurus also gives me really good speed, which my team does not have a lot of. Like, I just drafted a not very fast team. Nidoqueen, fantastic Pokemon, bulky pivot, you know everything Nidoqueen can do. Primarina is a exceptionally good wall breaker, but it can also be bulky, it can also do setup stuff, so I wanted to do that. Incineroar is a fire type, in case you didn't know, and I don't usually draft fire types, to be honest, because I don't find them 100% necessary. But Incineroar is a mon, like I said, I've seen other people use it with some degree of success. It has Intimidate, it has Parting Shot, so that allows, you know, that sort of pivoting to happen, and for me to bring in mons like Kyurem, Rillaboom, and Thundurus, and Primarina, and Nidoqueen if I just want to wall break something. I think Incineroar pairs well with the team in that regard. And it's a dark type, which you always need to have a dark type. Hitmonlee was a fighting type I went with. This is the time of the draft where I was like, shit, I don't really have a lot of speed on my team, so I drafted Hitmonlee, which obviously has Unburden. It would allow me to, you know, get some speed control if I run the Grassy Seed Hitmonlee. Overall, Hitmonlee is still a solid fighting type, even if I don't bring it with Unburden, because, you know, you get Reckless, High Jump Kick, you're going to be hitting really, really hard. It has 120 base attack, so it's nothing to sneeze at. Then the last couple of mons on the team, so Bronzong, Cofagrigus, and Kangaskhan, those were just for me to add some bulk onto the team. I didn't really have a lot of, like, I have natural bulk, but I don't have mons that are, like, dedicated walls and that just want to, you know, sit in there and take hits, and that can be annoying. I absolutely needed Wish Pass on this team, I think, because a lot of my mons don't have reliable recovery. Stuff like Cofagrigus and Bronzong. For Marina, they don't have reliable recovery, so I do have the grassy terrain, which kind of acts like some sort of recovery, but I definitely wanted Wish Pass, and I think Kangaskhan is a pretty good Wish Passer, as it can also do a lot of other stuff with, like, Scrappy being buffed and not being able to be intimidated. I can run just, like, mono normal type attack because I can hit the ghost types anyway, so I think Kangaskhan's a pretty good pick for 5 points. I personally think, and this is a hot take, I'd rather have Kangaskhan than Licky Licky.
What did he say?
Especially because Licky Licky is always so much more expensive than Kangaskhan, so I'm happy with that. And then Cofagrigus is just, like, bulk on both sides. It's another T-Spike user, and Bronzong gives me rocks, and it's a much-needed steel type. Something I also like with Bronzong is that because I have the grassy terrain, I don't need to run Levitate every single week, because a lot of mons only get Earthquake or get, like, Bulldoze, and it's just not going to be as threatening to Bronzong. So a lot of the time I could potentially run Heat Proof, so that could help me in certain matchups as well. But yeah, I guess that's the team. I know I didn't go in depth at all, but is it really worth going in depth at this point? Like, I think people, especially because we've been playing the same meta for like 2-3 years now, so we definitely need to freshen up the meta a little bit, I think. But that's a whole nother topic. I'm not even going to get into that. But yeah, I didn't really give you too much insight on to why I drafted what I drafted. This is more so kind of like a I'm back video slash face reveal. Oh my gosh, he showed his face, and draft analysis. Just letting you know I'm coming back to the YouTubes and giving this thing another crack with a little bit of spice this time for the INT. Like I said, I'm excited for this league. It has a lot of cool people. This league only has one major flaw, which is Q is the reigning champion. Don't know how that happened, but I guess we'll have to address that in Season 2. And yeah, I think this is going to be good fun, guys. If you like the video, then like the video. And yeah, any feedback that you have for the face cam situation or anything else, just obviously feel free to leave it down in the description down below. And yeah, I guess that's all I had to say. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you on next Wednesday. So that's when the battles are supposed to go up. Probably should have said that. Probably pretty important to say. But battles go up next Wednesday, and I'm excited to see how that goes. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.